Hi everyone, it is now super easy to achieve character consistency with AI generated video by just using a single image. So Hailuo has released a brand new feature called subject reference, which allows you to upload just a single image and then you supply a prompt, and whenever you generate a video, it's always going to reference that person's likeness. Now I've tested this thoroughly and I'm still amazed at how consistent this model is with retaining the likeness. So let me show you how this works. So in order to use subject reference from the home page, just click on create. Now make sure this tab is on subject reference. Now it's as easy as dragging and dropping an image over here, typing a prompt and clicking on create. But I want to show you what types of images you should use to get the best results. So the types of images you want to use are portrait images that are zoomed in a lot closer on the face. And I've noticed if there are no distractions in the background of that image, it also tends to work a lot better. And if the image is front facing, you are also going to get much better results. At this point, you guys can use your image generator of choice, whether it's Midjourney or Flux, but I want to give you a neat little trick. If you guys have access to X, you can use Grok completely for free to generate your own digital model. So this is how I'm generating these portraits, by using this prompt. So an image like this would be perfect. I could then save this image and I could use that as a subject reference. So once you've got your character, it's as simple as dragging and dropping your image over here to upload that character. So the system is going to analyze the subject as well as the face in this image. So just give it a couple of seconds. Alright, so at this point I'm happy. I can click on confirm, or I can click on this button over here to crop the image. So if I wanted to crop in closer to the face, I can do that. But I'm happy right now and I'm going to click on confirm. And I know that I'll be using this character whenever I see their face present within this box. Now for the rest of the tutorial, the UI over here is just going to change slightly, but you'll still be able to follow along perfectly fine. And that's because they released this update just before I released this tutorial. But anyway, we've got our character, so now it's just a matter of creating the prompt. So this is where we'll type in our prompt. Now I want to show you the prompt I used for this image, and we actually have to be quite strategic because we have to prompt in the other elements that need to be generated in the video. So this model does a fantastic job with preserving the likeness, and it will even transfer over the hairstyle in most cases, but you can also change the color of the hair and even sometimes change the hairstyle entirely. But we need to prompt in other elements like the item of clothing they should be wearing, the environment they need to be placed in, and in this case I even gave this character a prop that they should be holding. So before we click on generate, this button is actually quite important. It's called optimization. So you can see if I left click on here, it's enabled. If I left click again, it's disabled. So with it disabled, the AI is going to respect this prompt, and because I haven't included any camera motion in here, my end result is going to be a little bit more static, but it still looks pretty good. If I enable this, it's basically going to take this prompt and make it a lot more detailed, so it will actually add additional camera motion in there, and the end result is definitely going to look a lot more dynamic. So this button determines the type of aesthetic you're going for, but by enabling this you can also get some more dynamic motion in your end result. You can also easily tell which videos you've generated that use optimization and which ones don't use optimization. If it uses optimization, it will basically say enable optimization on it. You can see this one doesn't use it. That's why it's not present over here. Now the last thing to mention is quantity. So if you are using the unlimited plan, you can actually generate 5 videos at once using this exact same prompt, or you can go all the way down and just generate 1 video. So you can see it costs 45 credits to generate a single video, and once you're ready to go, just click on this button, and on the right hand side over here you'll see that it will actually start generating your video. So here are some of the videos that have been generated, and as you can see, the character remains consistent across all of these videos, which is absolutely incredible. So consistency has been achieved. However, this technology is amazing, but it's also far from perfect. Sometimes you're going to get generations with some wonky hands or some messed up text, but that's the nature of AI. Just re-roll that prompt until you get a much better result. But the consistency with this model is absolutely incredible. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where you can actually change the color of their hair. Now in this case it kept her eyebrows white because I didn't specify what color the eyebrows should be, but her hairstyle changed. And in some cases, like over here, I actually gave her accessories, so sunglasses and a bob hairstyle, but she's starting to look like a completely different person right now. So yeah, you can choose how you want to use that, but have fun, right? Have fun with the prompting. So here's another useful tip. If you click on your reference character and then click on this button called My Characters, you can see an entire directory of all of the characters that you have used for generating videos. It's also a really quick way to swap out characters. So in this case, I've got this one selected. If I wanted to use this person's likeness, I just select them and then click on confirm, and you can see it swaps them out. And I can maybe even use the same prompt with this different character. But again, this is just a very easy way to access the directory, and the characters will only show up in the directory if you've generated a video with them. If you don't have a character selected over here, it just simply says add reference character, and now if I click on that, it just jumps straight to the directory. So a very easy way to access a directory of all of your characters. So that's basically how you do that, but I want to give you another tip. With any videos that you've generated, if you actually like that end result, you can click on recreate, then it's automatically going to select the character that was used in that video and automatically place the prompt over here as well, so you can just create another video. But you can also swap out this character and then use the same prompt, so you can have fun with that. If you actually want to download the videos, you click on this icon over here to download. You can copy the link directly from this video if you want to share it on social media, or you can choose to delete, report, or post this video on Hailuo, because there is a community post section. And if you really love that video, you can click on favorites, and you can see over here you can also filter by all the videos that you favorite. You can also copy this prompt directly from this video and maybe use it with another character. But just some additional tips. Now I'm going to encourage you guys to have fun with the prompting. You can go crazy with some of this stuff. I'm just showing you some of the prompts I used with my realistic Mona Lisa. You can just have fun with this stuff, right? Put them on a train, put them in a sidecar with a Shiba Inu, let them surf on a volcano. Think of something ridiculous because now you've got a consistent character, and just have fun with this technology. So I had to experiment with this, and yes, you can actually use images of animals. So I've immortalized my pets and I can send them on the craziest adventures possible. It definitely retains the likeness of my animal. This looks exactly like my dog. So yeah, this is just something really fun that you can play around with. The subject reference also accepts anime images. However, I don't know if this is the best use case for it, but you can still carry over that likeness with an anime character and craft a scene around them. So I wanted to experiment again with another style, and I wanted to use Claymation. So I've got this old man, and you can see it's retaining the likeness of the old man, but I don't think this is the best use case for this, in my opinion. But it does seem to create this fusion between something that looks realistic and like it's Claymation. Maybe that's something you like, but yeah, you can use even more stylized looking images. However, sometimes this feature just does not accept certain images. I mean, this character even has eyes, a nose, and a mouth, but for some reason it says that there's no person detected. So sometimes you'll get images to work, and other times they just will refuse to work. So the model can definitely be hit or miss. In this case, I used this image of this robot and it accepted it. So if it doesn't accept your image, maybe try another image. But I managed to generate a video referencing this robot's likeness. So in my opinion, if you don't want any issues, just use an image of a realistic human being, and this is also when you'll get the best results. Hailuo is super good with generating emotion, and you can use those emotions with your subject reference as well. So try prompts like crying, laughing, and smiling, and see what you end up getting. So here's a useful tip. You can actually grab a screenshot from a video that's been generated using subject reference, and then you can use that image as the starting point for doing image to video. So the easiest way to do this is to use a free software called CapCut. So whenever you import your video in here, you just need to find the section where you want to grab a screenshot, and then you click on these three dots, you click on export still frames. I'm exporting this to the desktop and I'm going to save it as PNG and then click on export. So now instead of using subject reference, you switch to image to video, you drag and drop your image over here, and now this image becomes the base for creating a completely new narrative. So we've essentially used subject reference to utilize the character's likeness to generate a completely new image. So now you can type in a new prompt over here, and you can now put this image in completely different scenarios. So I can have the Mona Lisa eating a hamburger in this podcast studio, or maybe she's laughing while she's talking to the guest, or she's having a bit of a mental breakdown. You can see how you can completely change the narrative. But subject reference makes it super easy to have this character generated in a completely new scenario where you can just essentially grab a screenshot and create a new narrative. So I'm always completely transparent and honest with my reviews, and I want to tell you that even though this technology is amazing, it is far from perfect. One of the biggest limitations I've encountered, and we're in 2025, but AI is still struggling with hands in AI generated videos, so you might get some wonky results like what you see right now. I got this with a couple generations, so just keep that in mind. You might get those crazy looking fingers. So Hailuo definitely needs to move towards multi-entity consistency, because right now it's single entity consistency. You can only control the consistency of the face. If it was multi-entity consistency, you would have been able to upload images of the outfit, the environment and props, and all of that would have appeared in a single video generation, which unlocks so much more potential. So I really hope they implement that in the near future. Something else to mention is that any faces that are further away from the camera are going to be much lower quality. However, this seems to be a limitation with a lot of AI video generators. And another thing I noticed is that, the lighting might look a little bit off. Sometimes you'll get these blown out highlights, or the character might look like they are actually pasted into the environment and that the lighting doesn't match. So these are some things that can occur with some of your generations. So now I've showed you guys how to use subject reference, and you can see just how incredibly powerful this piece of technology is. In my opinion, it's mind-blowing that we've gotten to this point with artificial intelligence where we can use a single image to generate consistent videos. This is an incredible time to be alive, to do storytelling or to create commercials with all of these amazing tools. So go out there, have fun with the technology, and create some magic. So as always, you guys are super awesome. Stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.
Wow! Thank you everyone for joining my live stream. My name is Vincent, and let's start painting. Chat, please stop asking questions about my ear. I'm okay.
Chat, I'm lazy, so I'll just do a voiceover. So I've been using these two amazing products. Gucci's moisturizer and red velvet lipstick. Oh my god, and let me tell you, it's amazing. Wow. Grazie mille for the donation, Leonardo.